What is the most awkward social situation you have ever experienced where you felt like the entire room was silently judging your every move? 1. I once accidentally sat in the middle of a row at a crowded theater, but I realized halfway through the trailers that I was in the wrong seat. The couple next to me had already settled in with their popcorn, and the entire row was completely packed. I spent the next 2 hours paralyzed by the fear that if I moved, I would have to make everyone stand up and squeeze past them in the dark. I just sat there, staring at the screen, sweating bullets, and pretending to be deeply invested in a movie I absolutely hated. When the credits rolled, I bolted before anyone could look at me. 2. I was at a formal business dinner where the host started a toast. Everyone stood up, raised their glasses, and waited for the person to finish speaking. I got confused and thought the toast was over, so I took a massive gulp of my wine while the room was dead silent. I accidentally did it at the exact moment the speaker paused for dramatic effect. The sound of my swallow echoed off the walls. I could feel 40 pairs of eyes burning into the back of my head. I spent the rest of the night trying to look like I was fascinated by the tablecloth. 3. I was shopping at a high-end grocery store and accidentally knocked over a display of expensive artisanal olive oil bottles. It was a domino effect. At least 10 bottles shattered on the floor, creating a massive puddle of golden liquid. The entire store went quiet. People stopped their carts and just stared at me like I had committed a crime. The manager walked over with a look of pure disappointment that I will never forget. I had to stand there for 10 minutes while they cleaned it up, apologizing to everyone who walked by. I still take a different route to avoid that aisle. 4. During a group project meeting in college, I started sharing what I thought was a hilarious personal story to break the ice. I was really getting into it, using hand gestures and everything. Halfway through, I realized that the rest of the group had stopped taking notes and were just staring at me with blank, confused expressions. I had completely misread the room. My story was not funny at all, and it was actually quite weird. I just stopped talking mid-sentence, cleared my throat, and said, "So, back to the budget proposal." The silence that followed was heavy enough to crush a car. 5. I was at a wedding and got the seating chart wrong. I sat down at a table that was clearly reserved for the bridal party's extended family. I didn't realize